eBay platform has reached a point where it's almost completely unusable as a seller. And today I'm going to share with you why I'm running into so many difficulties that are getting me to the point where I just don't think I can use the platform anymore. Thanks for joining my video. My name is John. I talk here about life in your 40s and the potential to escape the UK. And as part of that escaping the UK, I'm trying to sell things from my home on what was the world's biggest marketplace. And every time I try and get a listing, I just feel like I run into problems. And last night was an example, so let me share it with you. For a bit of context, if you can see that, it's 11:27 in the morning and it's Friday the 25th of July. So yesterday during the day, I listed a product on eBay and I went through the standard listing process. I took pictures of it, I went on, uploaded my pictures and started the listing and posted. And within a couple of hours I received some comms from a potential buyer that reached out to me to say, hey, if I buy this, could you ship it first thing in the morning to me and just get it to me over the weekend because I need it as a gift? And I thought, sure, I can do that. I can get it to the post office tomorrow. And this is where the issues started. So the potential buyer said to me, can I just check with you the size of the box, that the option that I pick when buying it is relevant to the package? And I thought, well, that seems weird. I've not had issues before, but let me check. So I went to measure the product. Now the product itself is a red light therapy. So it's like a long, it's about 80 centimeters long, and the box itself is 100 centimeters, 1 meter. And so I measured it. It's 1 meter long, it's 24 centimeters wide, and it's... Thank you. I don't often say this, but what a knob. I don't need the pure blast at the back of me. I can hear you coming in your fucking big arse bike. Sorry, I'll have to bleep that swearing out. Right, so I measure the box. It's 1 meter long, it's 24 centimeters wide, and it's 14 or 18 centimeters deep. So it's like a long, thin box. I measure it and then I go and check on eBay. And when I check on eBay, I discover that eBay has implemented a new postage procedure called Simple Delivery. Now, as part of Simple Delivery, you are only given the option of accepting the courier's Royal Mail or Every. And within those two options of those two couriers, it gives you the measurements of your products and it offers a small package, small, jiffy, envelope style size, very, very small, or a medium size product which has a maximum length of 60 centimeters. So the product that I've got is 40 centimeters too big. Now, I then proceed to check, well, how do you select custom shipping options? And I spend several hours scouring the web, checking eBay's community pages, reading on Reddit, even employing ChatGPT to check for me. And on every occasion, it told me, go to the app and select custom shipping. And I'm searching and I'm searching and I'm searching on the app. And the customer has messaged me, hey, do you want to list this? Can we complete the transaction? And I'm telling the customer, please hold, please just wait, because I'm trying to allow a custom package. I then discover, after going through a deep rabbit hole online, that eBay has removed the facility for custom packages. So you now have two options, Every or Royal Mail, to a maximum of 60 centimeters. Anything bigger than that, you can't ship it with eBay. It must be collected. So I think to myself, all right, John, think outside the box here. Select collection and then just pay for the shipment to the customer. Arrange that through messages. Okay, so I'll relist the product. I change the listing to collection, and from that, I then message the customer and say, okay, go ahead and buy. God almighty, see people coming up and down. I am a cyclist, by the way, so I don't want to moan about cyclists, but my God, they're annoying. I'm annoying. I'm a cyclist. Cyclists are annoying. Right, so I relist the package and I list it as collection and I send details. Morning. At least he was nice enough to say morning, didn't blast his horn at me. I've selected the option for collection. I relist it. The potential buyer goes on. She immediately buys it. She then sends me her address information. But then I discover, as part of eBay's collection policy, you must receive a 6-digit code. So that would be handed over at the time of somebody coming to your home. However, I'm trying to arrange a private shipment to this woman. And now I've messaged and I've said, well, you would need to give me the 6-digit code. And she says, well, I'll do that once you've shipped it to me. Now here's the catch. If I ship her that product and she decides to now not give me the 6-digit code, eBay doesn't release the money to me. And so I lose out. So I did say to her, look, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm sure you're not as a buyer. It's a few £100s. And so in the end, I have to delist the product, refund the customer, and accept that I can't sell this product on eBay. Now, I'm very frustrated about this because I've also just got a skateboard deck to sell. I've listed it on eBay, I've sold it to somebody, and now I can't post it. And I read up on eBay customers, sellers, experienced sellers saying they've simply abandoned the platform. They've given up. Now, I can go to Vinted and I can list this product and I can select an every or parcel force delivery and I can select bigger options. However, Vinted is not great when you're trying to reach certain levels of cash coming in. Like if you want to sell a £3, £4 pair of trainers, Vinted all day long. You're trying to sell a bit of technology at like £200. The market just isn't there. People are still using eBay. And eBay is forcing sellers down this route of simple delivery. That's the only option. I'm going to, if I haven't already done it in post-edit, I'll have put a screen up here just to let you see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, previously, I could just go in and say custom. I'm using Parcel Force, I'm using DHL. This is the cost, the customer pays it or I pay it, depending on how you want to set it up. And then I can book those deliveries. Not anymore. eBay has prevented that. So you're limited to like just over a shoebox size of items that you can sell. Anything bigger than that, you're going to find yourself going round and round and round in a loop. And I'm now looking round my house, all these things that I've got that are bigger than 60 centimetres that I'm like, what can I do with it? I can't post a skateboard. I can't post a light. I can't post, I can't even post a piece of art in a frame because it's too big and there is no option to manage this. So I'm asking, what's your views on eBay? Are you using it? Have you run into this issue? Are you aware that you now cannot sell anything that's bigger than my arm here? I can't sell it. Why is it that these platforms, they always just turn to shit in the end? Why does that happen? They invoke so many rules, so many policies that in the end, they're left sitting like, we've lost our entire customer base and we can't understand why. It's because you're shit, eBay. It's because you don't know your customer base. It's because you're invoking so many rules and policies that people are just like, it's not even worth doing it anymore. See some of this stuff, I've reached the point where I'm like, I'm just going to put this in the bin. I'm just going to scrap it because it is a nightmare on eBay. Marketplace, is this still available? Can I have it for free? Can you deliver it? No, you can't. So either buy it, come and get it, or do one. But, posting something, why is it so hard?